Hello and welcome to my tutorial on seamless textures and normal maps. We start in Blender. I have pre-made a little terrain for me to apply my textures to. And let me go into Finder and show you my original dirt texture. Now, I want to redo this texture. I don't like this at all because it uses a stock fill pattern as the noise in here, and also I used render clouds in order to create the variation here, and it doesn't look very professional. You would not see this in an actual game, so yeah, I'm not going to use that anymore. So I've made a new texture. Just kind of like starting now. I added a few rocks. I'll add some detail to them later, and let's bring this into Blender now. Have it pre-saved. Bring it right there. And when I zoom in, and let's make this shadeless so you can see them easier. Yeah, I got some texture seams from hand painting the texture. See right here, along here, and here. I got this repeating 4 times. So we want to get rid of those because those you would also not see in a professional game. So let's go back into Photoshop. And the first thing we want to do is select all our layers. Right click, duplicate, hit OK. And see, we want to merge them now because they have to be all one layer. Otherwise it gets too hard to manage. And let's now bring in some guides. Bring in our top one. Make sure it snaps precisely in the middle. Bring in the vertical one. Make sure it snaps precisely in the middle, just as the horizontal one. Hit V on our keyboard to get our move tool and move this entire layer to the first quadrant. And see, zoom in, make sure it snaps. See, it didn't. There we go. See, zoom back out. And we're going to duplicate this layer. That's fine. See, move it over. Alright, let's see. Zoom in again. Make sure it's precise. Zoom in more if you have to. Okay. Normally it snaps for me, but for some reason it's not cooperating anymore. Let's see, duplicate this layer. Again, move it down. There we go. And duplicate one more time. And I'll just stay zoomed in. There we go. Okay, now let's clear our guides. Yeah, we're getting that seam again. Wait, now we have to select all the layers that we made, merge them together so they're all one layer. Let's zoom out to get a good look, and there we have the seams that we saw in Blender. Now we're going to get rid of them. Hit J on your keyboard to bring the healing brush, and let's see. Let's get a good empty dirt space. Right here seems good. Zoom in a bit. Let's go up and just apply the brush ever so slightly. Wait for it. See? Seam's gone over here. Now for the rest of the image. Let's see, you want to make sure to not cause any accidental extra seams. This can happen. If it does, just, brush them away. You want to be careful where the where the seams end on the edges, right here. See? Because think I think I made a mistake once, and I accidentally created more seams from there. So you want to be careful. Let's keep going. Oh, here's something interesting. Right here, I haven't worked here, but see, that is a seam, even though it seems to blend nicely. You want to make sure you don't miss those because you know, someone might notice it, and you know, if you're applying for a job, you know, the slightest mistake could mess you up, so you got to be careful of those. Alright, it seems to be coming out well. You know, this is a simple texture. A more complex one might be a little harder, so yeah. Alright, let's zoom out and see how it looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe looks a little off down there. Okay, so let's save it. Wait for it to save. And yeah, let's see, dirt2.png. Save. No, I do not want interlacing. Alright, I think it's done. Let's go back into Blender. And let's reload this texture. Yep, seams are gone. I don't see any. Do you? Alright, see, that looks good. Let's bring back shading. Yeah, but see how flat the shininess is? Yeah, that does not look good. As you probably know, real dirt does not behave that way. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to bring in a normal map. And I think maybe I'll show you how to make a specularity map too. That'll be in part 2. See you then.